why most senior golfers quit by 70, and the 3 habits that let some play past. 85. Research on shooting your age confirms that as swing speed declines, the probability of a bogey golfer continuing to play competitively drops dramatically after 75. Lockwood's research calculated that male golfers lose roughly 1 stroke per year of scoring ability once they reach senior status, accelerating sharply after 75. Arccos data confirms the average male golfer loses driving distance every decade, from 216 yards in their 50s to 205 in their 60s to 194 in their 70s. Most golfers feel that decline is personal and irreversible. The data says something different. A small number of habits separate the golfers who quit from the golfers still playing competitively in their 80s. Before we get into it, if you want the complete guide to buying the right equipment for your exact swing speed and handicap, the link will be in the comment section below. Subscribe now so you do not miss the next one. Why most senior golfers quit by 70. Arccos Golf has tracked more than 70 million shots across over 115 countries, and their age performance data confirms swing speed and distance decline measurably through the 60s and 70s. Independent research confirms the average golfer age 60 to 69 swings at approximately 80 to 82 miles per hour, dropping to 70 to 76 in their 70s. Players who lose hip and shoulder rotation typically lose 8 to 12 miles per hour of swing speed between ages 50 and 70 alone. One golfer on MyGolfSpy's forum described losing 50% of his distance and 75% of his ball height between ages 66 and 70, severe enough that he considered quitting entirely. A course manager on GolfWRX overseeing 40 senior golfers confirmed players move to senior tees not for losing 10 or 20 yards, but 30 to 40 with more lost every year. The most common reason golfers quit by 70 is not that the game becomes impossible. It is that they keep playing the same course, tees, and equipment they used at 50, and the gap between expectation and what their body delivers becomes too painful to confront every week. Habit 1. Playing forward tees in shorter courses. Golf Monthly's senior forums repeatedly show frustration at players in their 70s and 80s refusing to move up a tee box as distance disappears. One contributor asked bluntly why anyone would deliberately make the game harder once the distance is gone. The golfers who keep playing competitively into their 80s do the opposite. One golfer on MyGolfSpy shifted to executive-rated courses after 72, specifically because shorter holes let him hit greens in regulation again. PlayBetter's research confirms this mathematically, citing USG. data showing driver speed correlates with distance at roughly 2.84 yards per mile per hour lost. Losing 10 miles per hour of swing speed costs nearly 30 yards off every tee shot. The course has to shrink to match. Habit 2. Adjusting strategy. Instead of recovering lost distance. A golfer in his 70s on MyGolfSpy described it directly. It is difficult to compete off the tee at 70, but you can compete by getting up and down consistently and putting well. He called it pecking their eyes out, using short game precision to offset distance the driver alone could never recover. Lockwood's research confirms this mathematically. Single-digit handicappers playing into their 80s have a real chance of shooting their age precisely because short game skills decline more slowly than driving distance. Arccos' data shows fairway accuracy actually improves with age, climbing from 40% in the 30s to 56% by the 70s, because less raw power produces straighter shots. The golfers who keep playing competitively have shifted their entire scoring framework toward wedges, chipping, and putting, where decline is slower and accuracy works in their favor. Habit 3. Treating equipment as part of the solution. Multiple golfers on MyGolfSpy independently confirmed that modern equipment technology has allowed older golfers to keep up by helping them hit the ball longer than raw swing speed alone would produce. This is the practical difference between accepting decline passively and actively fighting it with available tools. PlayBetter's research confirms specific gains through equipment alone. A properly fitted driver with increased loft, typically 10.5 to 12.5 degrees with a lightweight senior shaft, can add 10 to 15 yards without extra physical effort. Switching long irons for hybrids and fairway woods recovers distance the same swing cannot produce otherwise. A senior flex shaft alone can recover 8 to 12 yards for golfers swinging under 82 miles per hour because the equipment finally matches the swing speed they actually have. A golfer profiled by golf.com rebuilt fundamentals with a teaching professional and shaved 10 strokes off his scoring average over 18 months through a personalized plan rather than guesswork. The golfers who treat fitting, swing adjustments, and course selection as an evolving system are the ones still posting competitive scores well past the age most golfers quietly walk away. What separates the golfer giving up at 70 from the golfer still grinding out competitive rounds at 85 comes down to 3 adjustments: course selection that matches current ability, a short game first strategy that ages more slowly than raw power, and equipment fitted to the swing speed you have today, not the one you had 20 years ago. What is your strategy for staying competitive as your game changes? Drop your age and approach in the comments. Subscribe. We follow the data, not the excuses.